So I'm at the post office and I am about to mail the town of Delavan Municipal Court a notice for a new trial before a circuit court judge without a jury, signed, dated, and I had to make this form myself because the town of Delavan Municipal Court didn't have the notice of appeal form. Or she said she did, but it's at home and it's in one of her books that she has to look through and find because she's not used to dealing with court cases. So the town, she said, we're not used to this. So she didn't have any forms on hand or any answers for how much it costs for an appeal or the requirements to satisfy a document for the municipal court for the notice of appeal. She didn't tell me any of those details because she wasn't certain. She basically said we don't deal with this all the time. And then she lied and told me I told her I didn't want her help in this matter during the court case. After the hearing yesterday. That's not true. I would never say that I need the form. And I told her I don't want any communication issues tomorrow. That's what I told her. But here we are. All right, so I got to put this in this envelope. When I got to fill this out. So they're probably going to make me fill this out when I get up there. All right, here we go. Let's just do it quick. So this is going to the town of Delavan. And the address is 5621 Town Hall Road. And the city is Delavan, Wisconsin, 53511. 5311. Oh, crap. 53115. All right. But here it is. 5621. Let's correct that 6. All right, here we go. And it is signed. Okay, so let's go turn this in. And you got the cashier's check. All right. Hello. I would like to mail this out by cashier's certified mail.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's it?
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, that don't tell is horrible. The peg from the back is very
I'm
bad.
like, that's just gonna stick to the bottom. That's not gonna do anything.
No.
Is this ready to go?
Yes.
Just like this?
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, those are some tough ones. They will fit. It will. Yeah, I know it'll fit.
We'll make it fit.
Yes.
Come on. There we got her.
Oh, hold on. 1 second. Let me take a look. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's kind of folded up in the corner a little bit. Yeah, I'll fix it up. Oh. There we go.
Yeah, special.
Perfect.
Work here. You wanna close that for me?
No problem. No, I did it before. Same thing, envelope. Same thing. Like the second time. Or maybe more. All right.
Penalty statement. You're responsible for what's inside.
Okay.
Anything liquid, fragile, perishable. We all know it's not. It's paper.
Nope. Let's talk about the culture. All right.
Quick survey for you. Pick a face. 677 is gonna be your total.
You got it.
Hello.
That's your tracking number.
You got
And
it.
you're good to go.
Thank you. The guy just shoved my stuff in the damn envelope. I would have been like, "Hey, I can't get it in there," or I would have taken my time. But it was easy. I don't know why he was making it look difficult. It's easy to do. All right, so people, I filed the appeal. Something that the town of Delavan didn't want me to do. Something that the Walworth County did not want me to do. Circuit court clerks, the barriers, the people who control the processes that happen inside the courtroom, they were hiding. They didn't want me to figure out or make it very easy for me to file the appeal. They wanted me to forget about it, drop it, and leave it, and hopefully all this time and effort that I put into it would just make me want to give up. But I know my rights. I'm supposed to be able to fundraise anywhere in the country for non-commercial purposes without interference. That's a freedom, and it's a freedom given to more harassment. First, these people started harassing me when I kept tweeting all the time. These gay community members were given a bunch of money to drive their trucks around everywhere I go, meet me at intersections, and show up to places I specific places I GPSed as if to signal we are only here for you. And once you get that idea, you start to notice these people wherever you are. So, but they made sure you understood that we are harassing you by showing up to random places you go to all the time, or meeting you at intersections just at the same time you do. So now you're focused on us. There's nobody else moving except a first student vehicle. And it all happened when I kept tweeting. I kept tweeting, and shortly after I tweet something, one of those trucks or vans would show up strategically at an intersection or strategically at a place I just arrived to. But anyways, the town of Delavan and the circuit court didn't want me to appeal. They made sure of it. They made sure it was difficult, and they hoped that the money, the financial strain. This is $400. It cost me $400 to appeal this so far. And I guess a lot of people in the community don't have $400. A lot of poor people don't have $400 to appeal a decision. They don't have $400 to pay a fine. So it's money out of my pocket. It makes me weak because I don't have financial money that I need for any other reason. You know, like people digging into your pockets. The judge just stole $400 from you. The civilization I work every day to support just stole $400 from me for doing something I was told I had a right to do at all times within this country. So somebody utilized the judicial system to attack me by abusing their authority and then lying to me and the rest of civilization, while millions of people sit back and watch because we're powerless to change the gay communities or the Freemasons' decisions. So the Freemasons use gay people and use implants in those gay people to make decisions they want to see happen for the rest of society. Those people, the Freemasons who architected this civilization, want to see a gay community exist. And if people choose to stop having sex with gay people, an imagination within the Freemasons' civilization goes away. So they are forcing people to have sex with gay people using implants and using an abuse of authority, using lies, intimidation, harassment, and torture to get someone to have sex with gay people so that their imagination can continue to exist. So if I and millions of other men like me choose to stop participating in one of their imaginations, then we can't exist in their civilization. If their freedom, their imagination can't continue to exist, then the men they randomly selected to keep their imagination in existence, or strategically selected to keep their imagination in existence, refuse, then that imagination disappears, and so should those men who refuse. It's illogical, but their rape is never logical. Torture is never logical. Murder is never logical. All of these horrible things are never logical, but people still commit crimes. They still do the illogical thing because they want something so bad. So if you don't believe me, you should believe that this citation shouldn't have happened, the court case shouldn't have happened, conviction shouldn't have happened, and this is happening repeatedly. Multiple convictions all around. It's not because they hate me or they just told me in my ears because people hate you or because you're a sex offender. But sex offenders are having great time in prison. I've been to prison and I've met people in prison who were sex offenders. They had friends, they had family members calling them, they had food they ordered canteen, they were socializing, they were having a great time in prison. The reason is I am not gay. And for that simple reason, gay people have chosen to abuse the civilization to achieve a purpose of turning someone who refuses to have sex with gay people into a gay person. And this is how you do it. You do it in broad daylight. Use technology so you can torture them 24/7. Put an implant in their bodies so you can rape them all the time and get away with it. Electrocute their genitals, pull on their beneath their sack. There's a muscle that somebody is using technology to pull on my genitals as we speak. to like make them feel like they're tearing all the time. Like I had a vagina and somebody was having sex with me. So someone is using technology to tear at the muscles between my scrotum and my anus, or to play with my anus with the technology, or to play with my ears, make my ears move, or to tell me horrible things 24/7 a day, 24/7 every day. Well, 24/7, telling me homosexual things or horrible things about my past or horrible things that are about to happen to me from someone who is gay and willing to go to jail for murder, that's driving around town at all times pretending to be that person, or some random person pretending to be the guy who's willing to go to jail to kill me to make a point, or to end not my suffering, but to prove a point to me. You had to be gay or you have to die. And that's the random people around me. So you see now there's nothing happening, but in a moment or two, someone's gonna make a gesture, an intimidation gesture, or sexually harass me, like bend over like this and point their butts at me, just like that, and then act like they didn't do anything, or pull their pants down so their butt is completely exposed in front of my view to cause an altercation. No one wants to see a butt naked person with their pants all the way down. Then you call the police and the police tell you, I'm not going to do anything because you called. You're the one who reported it. And then you have women who love gay men so much that they won't admit when a gay person sexually harassed somebody in broad daylight. They won't even say anything. And then they run away. When they hear the truth, people run away because they feel like they don't want to have to acknowledge or be the one to fight this problem, because they're afraid of gay people. They're afraid to tell someone who is gay, you are a man, or you are a woman, or that's sexual harassment, or that's intimidation. That's the gay community. That's how powerful they've become. They've terrorized people, and they're afraid of implants. And they're afraid of Freemasons who keep killing people in car accidents and boating accidents. These accidents keep piling up where people are dying, or people die or have mental illnesses that are created by technology. Nobody wants those problems. So they keep quiet and they just witness all these bad things that are happening and say nothing because they don't want these bad things to happen to them or their children. But I don't lie. There's an implant in my body and there's someone electrocuting my genitals right now. And it hurts. It hurts. It was more like a constant tearing sensation from my genitals. And I deal with it every fucking day. I'm thinking somebody's gonna do something about it at some point. That's what I think will happen. Because if nothing was ever going to happen, why are people hiding from the public? Or why are people denying what I say? They would just come out in the open and say, we do these things to you because, or someone just said in my ears, it's because it's not happening. But this happened. This conviction wasn't supposed to take place, and that happened, and this happened before. The advanced weightlifting system, they just reminded me that, is true. And that's not kicking off. So someone is trying to hide me from the public for some reason. So as long as that's true, I know these people would get caught or doing something illegal, or everything else I've said is true. So the thing I just told you is true about the advanced weightlifting system, the conviction, all these important things are all true. The implant in my body is true. And as long as people are continuing to hide me from the public, I know. Well, gay people are talking about gay. They just said we will murder you because you talked about the gay community. That's the number one reason why people get killed. But people talk about gay people all the time. Gay people get made fun of all the time. Well, in passing. So those people aren't dying. So, and it's really the gay community that is working together as a group to hurt individuals in our civilization and get away with it. So I'm not afraid to say that. You could pull the trigger. You shouldn't have tortured me with an implant. If you're watching or you're listening, you should not have tortured me with an implant. You should have known I was going to tell. All right, I gotta go take care of myself and then do the next thing.